Okay guys, short video about Ford lug nuts, this type. A lot of talk on the internet about them. These are the type with the separate caps on the top. M14 be 1.5 thread. Some discussion about what size the correct socket is. The honest answer is I do not know, but what we have here is a new and unused 21mm socket. We have a partly used, only to remove these nuts, 13/16 socket. We have the cap that's come to check what I'm up to, and I also have my old 13/16 socket here. Now all these nuts, let's put the 13/16 together. All these nuts were fitted by Ford on the Mustang. They've only been removed once by myself. So essentially these are brand new. When I remove them with a breaker bar. But all these nuts fit into all these sockets, no problem at all, okay? Whichever combination of nuts we use. Okay, so it could be argued that it could be 13/16, it could be 21mm. Some people will tell you that there is a little difference between the sockets. Okay, well let's have a look. This is a 21mm. Okay, there's quite a lot of slack in that. This is the 13/16. Just that little bit of movement that you would expect from a well-fitting socket, and this is also the 13/16. Again, just that little bit of movement that you'd expect from a socket. So I ain't going to tell you what socket size to use, but it doesn't take a genius to work out. This is pretty piss poor loose, and this feels correct, okay? So you may be wondering why I've not got a full set of nuts here. It's because I've only partially removed my nuts or replaced them because I've got these, which are MacGyver nuts, okay? Now MacGyver specifically say you need a 22mm socket, which I've also bought a new one of. Now if you put the MacGyver nut in here and we compare it to the 13/16 nut in here, and we compare it to the 21mm socket, sorry, 13/16 socket. We have the piss poor fit in the 21mm. We have a nice expected fit in the 13/16, and the 22 in a 22mm socket gives an identical fit to the 13/16 socket with the Ford nuts. Okay, so you can draw your own conclusions from that. Again, I ain't going to tell you what the right size is, but I'm sure you guys are intelligent enough to work out what fits best. And these are the original Ford nuts. The only thing I can say about the nuts is if you are going to use this style of nut, make sure that you use the smallest size socket that fits correctly, whichever you deem that to be. I would recommend that you don't use an impact gun to stop loosening these shells. That's especially important if you want to go with a socket that's a bit of a piss poor fit, and torque these nuts correctly. The other thing I would say is just keep an eye on them, because if those shells do come off, it's going to give you a hell of a problem. Why not just buy something of decent quality to start with? Okay, thanks guys, hope that helps.